Cody Rhodes, congratulations on winning the pay-per-view AEW TNT Double or Nothing Championship Tournament. How much does winning this title mean to you as you've made wrestling history?
Well, it means the world. The fact that the presenting this presenting network wanted a title of their own, wanted a belt of their own. That is very, very new and unique to wrestling. I can't think of a time when it's happened before. So for me to be able to be the very first, that's not a tenured stat. That's not really a legacy stat. It's this unique and specific thing that will go on my body of work that I'm just so proud of, and just was filled with, my heart was very full in that moment with that entire show, especially with the current, the pandemic and the situation we've been presented as
Yeah.
putting on these events. It meant the world to me.
You know, you've been at the epic center of wrestling royalty since birth as you're the son of the legendary American Dream Dusty Rhodes. You know, how proud do you think your dad would be if he was still here today to know that you've won such a big title in your career?
Oh, I think all the time about what would I say to him if, all of a sudden I got the chance to speak to him, and it would be
Yeah.
so incredibly difficult to explain. Well, here's what's happened. We're on TNT again, and there's a whole nother wrestling company that is currently winning a ratings battle with WWE, and the fact that they
Yeah.
wanted their title belt. It would be a lot to give him, but I try to give it like that burst all in 2 minutes. And I know him well enough to know he'd be very, very excited about it all.
Absolutely. Well, Cody, speaking about your father, I just want to know something real quick. You know, what piece of advice has he given you, before he passed, that you still take with you every time that you enter in the ring?
Hmm. You know, being the son of someone like Dusty, he was kind of always in a sermonizing state, a lot of soliloquies and monologues, very preacher-like as a father. It's so funny, but one thing he always said is, at the end of the day, just hit your finish. And when you go into a wrestling match, he'd always say, "Hey, just make sure you hit your finish." And in this
Mm.
case, on this, at Double or Nothing, I was able to not hit my finish once, but twice. And I always think of him because he had a real old school booking philosophy, an old school booking mind. But some of that stuff, what's old is new, and some of that stuff is still really gold. And anytime I hit it, even though it's unlike anything he did, it means a lot to me.
So back to your big win this past weekend. Take us back to the moment before you won, when you were in the ring wrestling your opponent Lance Archer. You know, what was going through your head during that time? Did you guys speak before walking out to, battle it out in the ring?
Lance and I had never touched. We've never been in the ring with each other as opponents. We never crossed paths in New Japan, and that day was so incredibly not hectic. That's not the best word, but pay-per-view day is tumultuous. There's a great deal going on, and as a part of management, it's my job to handle a lot of that as well as wrestle. And I've still been able to find that balance. But that's an area where somebody like Lance has all the advantages in the world. All he has to focus on is wrestle. But we didn't get the chance to speak. We did speak after, and I'll tell you something that I told him that not a lot of folks know. I have said this since, but I told him he's one of the top three people I've ever been in the ring with, and
Wow.
I really truly believe it, because the size of someone near 7 feet tall, to be able to walk the rope and do a moonsault, to have this uncanny agility. And he's worked his whole life, been this journeyman wrestler, nearly 40 years old now, and at the absolute best he could possibly be. There's a reason All Elite Wrestling recruited him, and I got to see the reason firsthand.
Well, Cody, it has really been such a pleasure to get to meet you. I know I was telling some of my friends this past week, and I was going to get to talk with you. They're like, "What? The Cody Rhodes? Are you kidding me?" Because everyone loves you, Cody. You are just the best, and you're so great at what you do. But AEW Dynamite, it airs Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time Pacific on TNT. Thank you, Cody, for taking the time to speak with me. Congratulations on winning this big title. I'm so happy for you.
Thank, thank you very, very much. Thank you.